A lot of men today aren't depressed. They're just empty. They wake up, scroll, work, pretend to be fine, then go to a bed with a brain full of noise and a heart running on low battery. And what's crazy, most of them don't even talk about it. Most of us. Not because they don't want to, but because they've been trained to shut the f up. So today, we're going to talk about why so many men are struggling in silence. What's actually happening in their brains, hormones, society, and most importantly, how to fix it before we end up emotionally constipated. Or, you know what I mean.
Oh, my life!
Michael, what's wrong?
Everything's wrong!
Alright, before we get started, what's going on everyone? My name is Amir. You can call me Dr. MantiKore. I'm a scientist, a medical doctor, a rapper, entertainer, you name it. I do it all. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. In today's video, listen, don't worry, this won't be depressing. Think of it like a little therapy session with some dumb jokes, memes, little pictures here and there to make your day a little bit happier. But I do want to talk about this topic because I hold it very close to my heart. So let's start with the numbers because I'm a doctor and we like stats. And yeah, it's a very sad life as a doctor. Anyways. Globally, men account for about 75% of all, self-elimination. Like, you know what I mean? I can't say it on YouTube. They're gonna fucking ban me. So according to the World Health Organization, in the UK alone, around 13 men take their own lives every single fucking day, bro.
Damn.
Now, that's not because men are weaker or we're a bunch of pussies. It's because we're just quieter. A 2022 Harvard study found that men are significantly less likely to seek mental health support even when experiencing the same symptoms as women.
Well, shit.
Because from a young age, we're taught the emotional vocabulary of a fucking potato. Man up, don't cry, handle it, don't be a bitch, don't be a pussy. So, we get taught all these fucking things. And the thing is, bro, like, I can handle a fucking car loan and a mortgage payment, not existential dread. So, yeah, imagine like breaking your leg and saying, nah, I'll just walk it off.
You get hurt, hurt him back. You get killed, walk it off.
Bruh.
That's what we do with trauma, we just fucking walk it off. Let's talk about the system that's actually burning men out. Because in this day and age, with cost of living and so much shit going on in the world, social media, we're comparing each other to each other. Like, why am I not rich? Why am I not fit? Why am I not tall? Why? Like, there's so many things happening at the same time. We're burning out. So we're living in a world that worships productivity and ignores peace. Like, you get these motherfuckers like Ashton Hall. Oh, bro, I wake up at 4 in the morning. No, I wake up at 3 in the morning, dip my face in fucking water, whatever the fuck that water is called, then go for a dive in my private pool. I end up in midair for 4 minutes, then I meditate, then I get someone to bathe me, like all this dumb shit, right? The average man's day is basically wake up tired, pretend to be fine, work a job that he probably fucking hates, scroll through people richer, fitter, and happier than him, then wonder why he can't sleep. It's not that like men are lazy. We're just overstimulated and underfulfilled, especially in today's day and age. I promise you, men back in the 1950s and 1960s had way more testosterone, were way more happier, way more content with life because there were no social media. Like fucking Jack from Luton or Peterborough or fucking Cincinnati or some fucking place in America wasn't comparing himself to a sheikh in Dubai that has 20 fucking maids and 5 wives and a couple of side chicks driving a Bugatti and a Lamborghini. No, he was comparing himself to the dude next door or guy down the road or dude at his work. So our brains are constantly flooded with dopamine from screens, while men's bodies and emotions are starving for real connection. That's so sad. Yeah, your brain gets more action from a notification than your actual life. That's not evolution. That's entrapment. A study from Stanford showed that chronic dopamine overstimulation, mainly from social media, porn, motherfucking porn. So that study showed that literally overstimulation, like chronic dopamine overstimulation, literally reduces the brain's reward sensitivity, meaning the more fake pleasure you chase, the less joy you feel from real life. It's just a fact of life, and we're constantly chasing like instant dopamine, instant gratification. So if you're wondering why nothing excites you anymore, that's not depression, bro. That's just dopamine burnout.
The stress of my modern office has caused me to go into a depression.
Depression? Isn't that just a fancy word for feeling bummed out?
Dwight, you ignorant slut.
Moving on to the biology of this shit. Testosterone in men have been dropping by 1%, around 1% per year since the 1980s. That's from multiple studies, including research by the American Neurological Association. Low testosterone isn't just about muscles or libido. It directly affects mood, motivation, and confidence. Think about it. 1% every year from the 1980s. Yeah, so combine that with high cortisol, which is the stress hormone. It's like having a Ferrari engine, but no fuel, no map. And the worst part, society tells men to talk more, but then gives them nowhere safe to do it. Bro, you gotta talk about your feelings. And then you end up talking about it.
Like, oh man, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're a pussy, man. Like, get your shit together. Who cares? Stop crying about it, man. It's fine.
Whereas with women, we have so many places where they feel safe to like let their anxiety out, talk about their day-to-day lives, things that stresses them out, whether it's, you know, building a family or going into labor. There's so many things that keeps women sane, or allows them to at least provides an outlet for them to vent. Whereas men, bro, I had to fucking finally go to therapy like a couple of months ago. It's because life was getting fucked up for me. So I'll get into that. But so because men have nowhere safe to talk about their fucking issues, we bottle it. We distract ourselves from work, with work, money, or women, and then call it grinding, bro. We're fucking grinding. No, you're not. I mean, it's good to grind and actually work and become a better version of yourself. But if you're drowning yourself in work to numb or hide the fact that you're actually suffering from something deep down, this actually happened to me last year. Last year, I was so miserable, so fucking down, so upset with where my life was. Even though my life from the outside to a lot of people was fucking perfect. Like, I have a nice house, I got a wife, I got a dog, I have like shit, like things that are actually happening for me in a positive way. But deep down, I wasn't happy because I was in debt. I still am in debt. And my job wasn't the best. You know, being a doctor in the UK fucking pays nothing. You can earn more money doing OnlyFans or be a stripper, fucking anything else. A junior doctor in the UK makes nothing. So because of that fact, I was drowning myself in work and work. I started doing something else on the side to make more money, and I was constantly just drowning myself by working. Just I wasn't tackling, or I wasn't trying to solve the root cause of why I was feeling the way I was feeling. I was just working. I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't eating well. I wasn't spending quality time with the people I love. Everything felt like a chore. I wasn't feeling great at all. So, yeah.
I don't want to work. I just want to bang on this mug all day.
Did you ask?
Moving on, let's talk about the loneliness epidemic. Loneliness, that's so important. Nobody really talks about this because it's such a taboo subject when it comes to men. Because this one's fucking brutal, man. So there was a Harvard study, it was actually one of the longest ones ever done, found that the single biggest predictor of long-term happiness and health isn't money or status for you Americans, or abs. It's quality relationships. Yes, being fit could provide you some happiness. Having money could provide you a lot of happiness because you have financial freedom. You can do, a lot of things that most people can't do. Get better healthcare, get better food. It does provide happiness, but imagine your relationships all fucking suck. You come home, your wife doesn't really like you, your kids don't like you because you're a piece of shit. You don't even know how to spend time with them. Your dogs don't even like you. Your relationships with your parents aren't that great. Deep down, you might have all the tangible things, but the intangible stuff, which actually are way more worthy, are lacking from your life, and that ends up causing you to feel like an absolute piece of shit. But talking about that, here's the problem. Men are losing those quality relationships faster than ever. By their 30s, most men's social circles have shrunk. They've traded deep connections for group chats, gym buddies, or podcasts. So fucking true. I can't agree with this more. I still have a good, group of friends, but even like staying in touch with them has become very difficult because life has just, it's just drowning me, So having that connection has become very difficult because of the number of responsibilities that I've got, and I just feel burnt out most of the time because I'm constantly non-stop working. And then real talk, most men don't even have a single friend they can open up to. They'll talk about protein intake for hours, but not once say, yo, I'm not doing too well, man. I'm not okay. I need to talk to someone. And loneliness doesn't just make you sad, it kills you, bro. A 2015 meta-analysis from Perspectives on Psychological Science found that chronic loneliness increases the risk of early death by 26%, which is the same as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Think about that first. Let that sink in.
You let that sink in.
So yeah, that's, the I'm fine mindset is literally shaving years off your life. Part of the silence comes from fear of being seen as weak, dramatic, or broken, or a
Pussy ass bitch.
But the irony, vulnerability is literally a sign of courage, not weakness. For you to be able to let go of your ego and all the shit holding you back from actually opening up and talking about an issue to a therapist, to someone that would actually listen, that's not a sign of being a pussy. You're actually being extremely courageous. Take it from me. If I could teach this lesson as a 32-year-old man to my 19-year-old self, I would say this. Actually, these videos are things that I would have loved to know as a 19-year-old. So I'm teaching my, younger version or younger self these lessons, hoping some other guys could relate and could take some value from this. But yeah, so men aren't really struggling because they're emotionless. We're struggling because we're emotionally isolated, constipated. Most of us have the emotional expression range of a wooden spoon. It's difficult. It's really hard. Some women won't get it, but it's hard.
That's what she said.
So we know anger, boredom, horniness, and hunger, and that's it. I'm joking. I'm kidding, right? We're more sophisticated than this, but just so you know, a lot of people aren't okay with opening up like that. And here's the neuroscience. Suppressing emotions chronically activates the amygdala. That's the brain's threat center. Translation: bottling stuff up literally keeps your brain stuck in fight or flight mode. You can't be calm when your nervous system thinks your feelings are wild animals you have to cage. Talking doesn't make you weak, it resets your wiring. But here's the good news. Listen, you can absolutely fix this shit. Not overnight, but piece by piece. Listen to me. First of all, you gotta move your body.
Start moving your body!
Exercise literally releases endorphins and dopamine naturally. It's therapy with sweat. I can't stress this enough. And it's proven. I've done it for fucking years. And it's proven. A 2023 meta-analysis found that regular movement outperformed medication for mild depression in most studies. Second thing, you gotta talk to someone. Please, man, we gotta get rid of this fucking stereotype, this stigma that we can't talk to someone about our problems. Now, I highly suggest that you don't fully open up all your problems to your wife or girlfriend, because they can't really help you. They can just listen, but they can't help you. Yeah, you can talk to a therapist who might be a woman or a man, But your woman, if you keep opening up about your problems to her, you're gonna freak her out after a while. She's gonna be like, fuck, we're absolutely fucking cooked. This guy hasn't got it all figured out at all. Be mindful when it comes to who you're gonna speak to. It doesn't have to be like therapy right away. Start with a friend. Just saying, yo, bro, I'm not doing great these days. Opens up, opens the floodgates. Most of the time, the other guy goes, same, fuck, same, bro, let's talk about it. So that leads to instant healing. Number 3, cut fake dopamine. Please, this is something I'm currently working on. I've been working on, and I want you to work on as well. Less scrolling. Fucking no porn. Less porn. Like, if you're married, the fuck you doing watching porn, number 1. But if you're not married, don't have a girl, keep porn to like once or twice a week just to reset yourself as a man. I get it. Don't let it become a fucking hobby where you go and get popcorn and start watching midget porn.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Get your dopamine from things that actually matter, like growth, connection, small wins, actually accomplishing things. Number 4, find purpose. It's vital that every man needs to find some sort of purpose or direction. You want to have like goals, and you want to be like, this is what I want to do with my life. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I want to do with who I am. This is what I want to do with my job. Like some sort of purpose to help you get out of bed in the morning. Okay. That doesn't mean you need to be like a millionaire or an influencer. Fucking hate that word, influencer. The fuck are we influencing? Like, there's no. Okay. Anyways, I digress. Doesn't need to be like a. You don't need to be a millionaire or like a content creator or someone with a fuck ton of followers. It means doing something that you enjoy, doing something that makes you useful. The happiest men aren't the richest. They're the ones who feel like they matter to someone, to the world. Even if that purpose right now is just walking your dog and not crying in Tesco. It counts, okay? That's a massive win. So, if you're a man watching this, or even a woman who loves one, here's the truth. You don't need to suffer in silence, man. You're allowed to struggle. You're allowed to ask for help. You're allowed to be human. The world doesn't need perfect men. It needs healthy ones. Grounded, kind, self-aware, and brave enough to be real. Just don't be a piece of shit to yourself and to others. Self-awareness, self-accountability goes a long way for men. You might not have friends around you that will tell you, oh, you're fucking up in life. You're getting too fat. You're getting too skinny. You're getting depressed. You might have yes men around you. But you need to have the ability to be self-aware, to hold yourself accountable. And that's a skill that you need to develop. Not all of us have it. So if you've been carrying everything on your own shoulders, drop it for a second, man. You've done enough surviving. It's time to actually live again. Please. And if anyone tells you to man up, suck it up, don't be a pussy, tell them to shut the fuck up. Tell them, shut the fuck up, move on with your life. Okay? Anyways, if this video hit home for you, drop a comment saying, oh, I hear you, or saying thanks, or anything. Just tell me how you feel. So let's normalize this real talk. Hit the subscribe button if you're tired of fake motivation and want the truth with a laugh. I'm Dr. MantiKore, and you're not alone, my friend. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.